It's one of the loudest venues in the National Football League. We're inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, home of the Chiefs. Game 1 of 272 this regular season. The Thursday night opener, the kickoff game. And the National Football League season begins anew. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Attack, attack!
Throwing right away is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
Yellow. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Attack, attack! Attack!
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelce. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
2nd and a yard.
Fire down these two, fire down these two.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
On second down, it's Nix. Brought in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll go play action with Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. Open man downfield, it's Rice. That one's good for 29.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
So, 1 quarter in the books in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Yellow. 15.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw again. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think
it is brought in the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Yellow.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Yellow.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Over the top, he's got it. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. Nix now on 1st and 10. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one is complete to Hardman. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Quick throw taken in, and he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. A minute 58 to go in the first half of play. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And he will get into the end zone. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
That's going to be pulled in by Brown. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. That's gets to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Mahomes now on second down. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Travis Kelce, touchdown Chiefs. What a start to the year. His second touchdown in this opening half. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll tuck it and take off. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. He'll take a shot with Mims. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On second down, it's Nix. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Broncos 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Chiefs take over.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete to Pacheco.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. Oh, making defenders look silly out there. On his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That his second touchdown tonight.
Makes the score. Chiefs 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. To throw is Nix. And he gets that to Hardman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Okay, ready?
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Second down. Nix. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
Back to the sideline and intercepted. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. He's got it at the 3.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs add on to their already sizable lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Nix now on 1st and 10. He connects with Mims. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for third and 3. Nix from the gun on third down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Broncos.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he will score. Marvin Mims, touchdown Broncos. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
A first down throw for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Mahomes on first down. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now Butker to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. A hit, and he has lost the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. To the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. On second down, it's Nix. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, he's got this one complete to Goddard. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
A first down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. To throw is Mahomes. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. And the Broncos are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Throwing is Nix. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Mims sent in motion here. Second down. Nix. This is caught down that right sideline. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Throwing, Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
On second down, Nix again. That one is complete to Hardman. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First down, Broncos.
Here's Nix to throw. Quick throw, taken in. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown, Denver. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will get just a bit closer.
Broncos 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mims sent in motion here. To throw is Nix. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he gets that to Hardman. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
This passing attack is proving to be a lot to handle for this defense, Mike, especially over the last couple plays. 4 plays, 4 passes, 4 first downs. It doesn't get much more efficient than that. And let's give credit to the offensive coordinator. Don't try to fix it if it ain't broke.
That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and Him and his receiver are able to connect.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He goes down dangerous right there, so close to the goal line. He is outside of the end zone, though. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in, and they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Now, Mahomes. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Mahomes now to throw again. Again, working deep downfield. And the Broncos are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They get the season off on the right foot. The winners in the NFL.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the road when you walking. You rest your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less, say less.
Say less. Say less. Say less.
I sit on the corner and shook my, now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designers say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin'